this is how you know you've got the Holy Spirit in you, and the Holy Spirit is working in you and is guiding and leading the way. When you allow the Holy Spirit to guide and lead your life, you could walk into a room minding your own business. You know, you may not know anybody. Let's say you go to the gym. You don't know anybody there, right? Except for the person that's at the desk, who you say good morning to occasionally, whatever. You could go into a grocery store. You can go into the doctor's office. You can go into a lobby of a hotel. You don't know anyone, right? You're just walking in. And you could go in there. Sorry, y'all, I'm driving and recording my voice. But you can go in there and immediately you're going to irritate people. Okay? It's going to be deeper than just the way you look. Like, oh, she's got good skin. Oh, he got a good haircut. It's going to be deeper. Because you can tell when people are hateful because of how you look or what you got on or how your hair look or your skin tone. You know, just stupid, superficial stuff, right? You can tell. But there's going to be a different type of hatred towards you. It's a deep, more meaningful, and you're questioning, what did I do wrong? Is everything okay? What's going on? Did somebody die before I came in this room? You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a different type of feeling in the room, but it's toward you. You have irritated these demons. These demons are working up. They're getting worked up now. The demons in these people that these people don't even know they have. They don't even know they've got these. They don't even know that they've been compromised by the enemy. Okay? They don't even know they have been compromised by the enemy. Their demons are going to start working up as soon as you walk in. They don't even know why they don't like you. It's just something about them. Yeah, it's the Holy Spirit. That is how you know the Holy Spirit. If you go into a room, you ain't bothered nobody. You just in there to do a task. Okay? You're in there to do whatever it is that you got to do. You don't bother anybody. Maybe you say good morning and people don't want to say good morning back. Whatever it is, at that point, it's not your problem. It's not your problem. But you go into a room and immediately they are irritated by you. Not only do they get irritated by you, but now they make it their business to start bothering you. This is why I've said before, like, people who are truly unbothered get the most bothered. People bother the unbothered because it irritates them. It's like they are vibrating at the lowest level frequency because, again, like, we're all energy, right? We're all energy. I don't care what nobody say. There's an energy that is coming from us. But that energy is either going to be demonic or it's going to be of the Holy Spirit. Okay? And they're going to make it their business to try to bring you to whatever level they are at because they can't handle it. They cannot handle the high frequency that you are walking in. They can't handle that Holy Spirit. They can't handle whatever, like, you might have been in your season of isolation, right? You're in your season of isolation. And during that season, you don't just sit around, stack your money, work out at the gym to look good. You don't just, read a couple books or, just lay in the bed and cry or eat a whole bunch of bonbons. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a season of isolation where you are just separating yourself from the world. The season of isolation is allowing God to pull you apart, to set you apart, okay, to dissect you, to mold you, to change you from the inside out. Okay, that's the purpose of it. In that season, you're going to notice that you're going to start slaying like dragons. There are going to be small dragons or like Goliaths that you're going to be slaying. This is the work that people on the outside don't do. Not everybody else is doing. This is why it irritates them, because they haven't slayed those dragons yet. They haven't faced those Goliaths. In your season of isolation, there are 5 things. This is what I've thought of, or like I'm not saying that I'm the one that coins these first. That's not what I'm saying. It's not about who said it first. This is what I've come to realize. Like, this is what has been revealed to me during my season of isolation. There are 5 things that keep us as human beings bound to the lowest level. Okay, the first one is going to be food. The second one is going to be lust, sex, things like that. The third one is going to be family and friends and our supposed support system. Okay. The fourth one, and I can make a video that goes deeper into these, if y'all want me to, just let me know in the comments. The fourth one is going to be the low level emotions. So that's going to be anger, ego, insecurity, envy. Did I say envy? Jealousy, stuff like that. Lowest level emotions. And then the fifth one is vanity. Vanity, not just how you look. Oh, how do I look? How does my hair look? I got to have the flies outfit on. I got to have the best wig. I got to, it's not just that, but it's also, what does my status look like? Do I look like I have high status? What type of car am I driving? What kind of house am I in? Is my family pretentious? I want to be pretentious. I want to be bougie, stuff like that. Just looking like you got it all together. Vanity. That's the fifth one. So in the season of isolation, you're not just sitting around, just all by yourself and then talking about there's a loneliness epidemic. No, in the season of isolation, you are working to slay those dragons, to kill those Goliaths. Goliath is, I don't know, whatever, Goliath. Just put it, one big Goliath has all those 5 parts on him. And you're working to kill each one. And the reason why you do food first is because the moment you can start denying yourself food, all of those desires, all of those fall into desires that we tend to, we can't deny ourselves of. But if you can deny food, you can put that into everything else. But again, I can go further into those things, if y'all want me to. However, anyway, you're in a season of isolation. You work towards slaying those things. The next thing is going to be working on being like the oneness of other people. So how you treat yourself is going to essentially be how you start to treat, or it's going to be how you'll treat others, because you'll start to see yourself in others, and you'll start to realize I am that like, you know what I mean? Like we are one. We are each other. It's a collective thing. You essentially the Holy Spirit's going to lead you to where you start treating others the way you treat yourself. And the way you treat yourself is you're working on that part. So anyway, you're working on these things, right? You go out into the world and you run into people who are compromised by a whole lot of demons who are not working on these things. All they're doing is working on vanity. They're focusing on their image, what they look like, or they've got the low level emotions, envy, jealousy. They refuse to work on those things. They refuse to kill those things. Gluttony. They do not know how to go 2 to 3 hours without food. They're not working on these things, but you are. What happens is when you start to work on these things, you start to, your energy, like the Holy Spirit is leading now, and you are walking differently. And people can sense that. And it's not just people, y'all. It's all spiritual. It's not like it's just people. It's the demons within them. So if you walk into a room, okay, you've got this bright light, which is the Holy Spirit that's leading the way. And people you get irritated immediately. They start to go out of their way to come and bump into your shoulder. They go out of their way to try to talk bad about you with others. They go out of their way. And I'm not saying like, You're going to get the occasional people talking mess or whatever, wherever they're at. But I'm talking about they actually go out of their way every single day or every single time they see you. It's just something about you. I just do not like them. I can't figure it out. I don't know what it is. And they'll claim the Holy Spirit is telling me that they got a demon in them. No, it's them, yo. If you are mastering those things, if you're mastering yourself, that's the first part. When you're killing those demons, or not demons, but slaying those dragons that are within you, you are learning self-mastery. That's self-control, right? Guarding the words that you say, pausing before you respond, stuff like that. You're mastering self-control. There's nothing wrong with you. You are irritating their demons. You are upsetting them. So what do? Let them stay mad. Let them stay mad. They can stay mad. You keep going about your business. You keep doing what you got to do. You keep working on yourself. You keep allowing the Holy Spirit to lead, because the Holy Spirit is never going to steer you wrong. Never going to steer you wrong. God is walking right behind you. You just keep going, stay focused, keep going, do what you got to do. You're going to irritate a lot of demons, but God's going to allow it to happen in increments, so that you can build up that endurance, that spiritual endurance, that spiritual strength. God is going to allow it to happen. At first, you're going to be like, why is this always happening to me? Why are people doing it? I don't bother nobody. I just mind my own business. And then until you start to realize this is a spiritual warfare. This is spiritual warfare. God is going to allow it to happen in increments, because where he's trying to get you to, it's going to be way more than this. So he wants to make sure that he's building you up. He's molding you. He's making you a warrior, a spiritual warrior for him. Okay? It's not just physical. It's not about, you got to work out. Of course you got to do that. You got to take care of the temple. How else are you going to become a spiritual warrior here in this realm? You've got to take care of yourself. The enemy wants to take you out. The enemy wants to take you out as quick as possible. Okay, so naturally, you've got to take care of yourself. You got to eat the right foods that give you high energy. You got to work out. You got to go walking. You got to build up your endurance, your heart endurance, your cardio. You got to take care of your skin, your hair. These are all of the things that are, but all of those things are your skin and your hair is going to be taken care of when you're eating the right foods. Okay, don't keep giving in to these medications that doctors want to prescribe you of, y'all. Everything, God provides everything for healing already in the earth. It's going to take some looking for, because now they're trying to grow everything from the lab. But, he provides everything already. But yes, you do have to take care of the natural, but it's not just that, it's the spiritual. And that's the part. That is the part that is irritating people. They can't seem to understand why they are bothered by you. I don't know why. I just don't like them. I don't know why. And then on top of that, they don't just not like you. They will go out of their way to try and come at you, but nothing formed against you will prosper. And that's all you have to keep saying. As I go out into my day and I say that all the time to myself, nothing formed against me shall prosper. God said, nothing formed against me shall prosper. God is going to fight my battles. I'm good. Nothing formed against you shall prosper. You just keep doing what you got to do. Keep doing what you got to do. Stay focused. Stay unbothered. Because they show like to bother the unbothered. But stay unbothered, stay focused, keep going, and let them stay mad. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.